And what would happen to the shopping? What happened to the shopping centers?
They looted and burnt, but they burnt only the Kikuyu belongings.
And just on that response, what about the belongings, the houses or the shopping centers that belong to other ethnic groups? Were they touched in any which way or affected?
No.
Can you tell us at approximately what time this happened on the 30th of January? Was it during the day or in the evening?
During the day a few, and during the evening majority.
Were you able to step outside on that evening on the 30th of January? Pardon me, on the 30th of December?
But stepping out from the house but not going away, just being within.
And why is it that you were unable to step outside from your house?
I was afraid.
Now, I know you've mentioned a couple of times already, you've referred to the people as being ODM supporters. Now, in this particular case, the people that were burning and looting the shops, houses, did you receive any information as to what ethnicity these people were?
When it comes to looting, the Luos and the Luyas were the ones who were looting. But when it comes to burning the houses, it was the Kalenjins who were burning the houses.
Now, Madam Witness, just to give us an idea, can you tell me approximately how many houses, Kikuyu houses, were burnt on that evening of the 30th of December 2007?
The only one that I can say about that I knew of that was burnt is one of a person.
Madam Witness, just remember that we are in a private session. If the name does not appear on the list before you, then I'd rather you not mention the name of the person. But if it's just to tell us that it's a person of a certain ethnicity, Kikuyu ethnicity, then that's fine.
Okay. There was a Kikuyu lady. Her shop and her hotel and her accommodation was burnt down. That is the only one that I knew.
Mr. Garcia, I know in this court there is no ban on hearsay evidence, but we have to exercise some discretion in how much of it we bring in, especially if we are not being told what may be hearsay and what may be directly perceived evidence. Thought I'd mention that. I know counsel have not been objecting on either side about hearsay, but let's just keep a handle on that.
Certainly, Your Honor. I'm mindful of the fact that it is hearsay evidence. There is no rule, obviously, prohibiting the prosecution from leading that type of evidence, but there is also direct evidence that the witness will be able to provide for this chamber. Your Honors, I'd solicit to go into private session. I would say for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible, as brief as possible. I'm mindful of the fact that there are people in the public gallery as well. And if need be, I can summarize the major points when we do come back into public session.
We will see whether there's a need to summarize in every case. It may not be necessary, but it depends on what it is that we heard in private session and whether there's a need to summarize them. We'll go into private session now.